Assalamualaikum student. So I'm back with another exciting lecture. I hope you are enjoying the online lecture and you already have done the work that was given to you, right? So basically today we are going to discuss about some safety rules in laboratory. As we were discussing about the scientific method, we discussed that there we have to make some experiment to make our hypothesis valid, right? So those experiments are going to be performed in a laboratory. And as you are going to be in the senior school, so we must go to visit laboratory, okay? So before going to laboratory, you should keep in mind some safety rules. So we are going to discuss about the importance of safety rules because I'm talking about that you have to keep in mind some safety rules, right? So what kind of safety rules? What kind of safety rules are those, and why these are so important? Then we'll enlist some general laboratory rule. We will list down the rules when we have to heat or mix a chemical, what are the rules there, and then we'll explain the procedure if you get some chemical into your mouth, okay? So how to deal with that. Okay, let's start with it. Okay, so there are some general safety rules. You first and foremost rule is you can't enter in the laboratory without your teacher's permission, okay? Unless your teacher permits you to go into lab, you can't go in lab by on your own. You can't just open all the doors and windows unless otherwise your teacher instructed. You can't carry out any kind of experiment without your teacher's permission. So you have to take permission from your teacher to go into laboratory to get some experiments, okay? You have to handle all the apparatus and chemical very carefully because there are the glass apparatus and if you are going to break glass in the laboratory and you're going to take the stuff, you are going to harm yourself, and we don't want that you got harm yourself. Yeah, forget about the broken glass, but you can harm yourself, okay? And your safety is our first priority. So that's why you handle all the bits very very carefully. Just don't pour any unused chemical back into the container. If you get some chemical that is in the excess quantity, just don't get that chemical back into the container you bought from, okay? You can't use or taste, you can't taste, don't taste, do not even taste the chemical unless your teacher said that taste, okay? You can't eat or drink. Eating and drinking is strictly prohibited in the laboratory. You can't just eat and drink or play in the laboratory, okay? You have to work very effectively when you are in the laboratory, okay? And you have to wash the hand after all the work done. Then what about when we are going to heat the chemicals? When you are going to heat the chemicals, you have to wear goggles, okay? When you are, and you have to wear gloves when you are going to mix the chemicals. You can't place flammable substance near naked flame. It means you, there are some substances, if you go to the burner with that substance could catch fire. That's the flammable, okay? So you can't just put that fire catching substance near fire, okay? You can't point the mouth of the test tube to the boiling tube. I'm going to show you a video about this, and you can have a careful observation and a vigilant understanding of what I'm talking about, the point of the mouth of test tube and other stuff, okay? And when accident occur, you accidentally, not deliberately but accidentally, if you have injury or breakage, okay, just immediately go to your teacher. Don't afraid of scolding or reprimandation. Just go to your teacher and tell them that you accidentally did it, okay? By you accidentally just did it. You can't get chemical into your mouth. If this is so, it happens by chance, just spit it out at once in the basin and rinse your mouth with the plenty of water. Just rinse your mouth again and again, okay? And ask your teacher about the incident that happens. Okay, student, here is a very interesting video to show you. Let me just put this video quickly for you. Okay. So these are the general safety rules you have to be very careful about, okay? Don't just pour out the chemicals also
Working in
without
the science
gloves.
lab is one of the most fun parts of taking a science class. If you're not careful, it could also be one of the most dangerous. So be sure to always follow these safety rules at all times while in the lab. Before you begin working in the lab, you must be prepared. The most important safety equipment is your safety glasses. You must wear them at all times during the lab. Your eyes are very sensitive and very important. You only have two of them, and having the ability to see is worth the discomfort of wearing your safety glasses during the lab. Most accidents occur when students are not following instructions or goofing around. While working in the lab, you must conduct
Just
yourself in a
don't play
professional
around in the
manner.
lab.
No goofing around of any sort will be tolerated.
Eating and drinking strictly prohibited in
Absolutely
lab.
no eating or drinking is permitted in the
See
lab.
why
During experiments, you will be working with some very poisonous chemicals. If
you
accidentally
can't have
eat or drink a
poisonous
chemical, you
chemical.
can become very sick. No eating or drinking will be tolerated. Please refrain from running in the lab.
No running,
Running
you can
is
harm
not
yourself.
During an experiment, you may be asked to identify the smell of a chemical. Never just smell the chemical directly. Some chemicals have such a strong odor that you could damage your nose or worse. The proper way to smell a chemical is to waft. To waft a chemical, you must gently push the vapor to your nose. Then you
Just
must
don't
gently
directly
smell
smell
the
the
chemical.
chemical, okay?
Watch out, Aaron. That's hot. Be careful when working with hot glassware. Hot glassware does not look hot. So when in doubt, always treat all glassware as hot. Watch out, Aaron. Broken glassware is very sharp. You must use proper technique when cleaning up glass. Use a dustpan and a broom, not your hands. Great job, Anna. Bunsen burners can be very dangerous if not used properly. Never walk away from a lit burner. Always turn it off before you walk away. Never reach over a burner and be sure to roll up those long sleeves. If you have long hair, be sure to tie it back so that it doesn't catch fire. When heating a liquid in a test tube over a burner, be careful because hot
This is
liquid
what
may
we are
shoot out
talking
of the
about.
open end
This
of the
too
test
much
tube.
shouldn't be on the
Never
side
aim
of
the
the
open end
person.
of the test tube at anyone. Always aim the open end of the tube towards a wall. Always know the location of the emergency equipment, such as the eye wash station, shower, which you can find to your left. You can also find the fire extinguisher to your right.
If you get chemical
As
in
stated
your eyes,
previously, you must wear your safety glasses at all times. Getting chemicals in your eyes is very painful and may cause permanent damage. If you should happen to get chemicals in your eyes, immediately wash your eyes at the eye wash station. Spilling chemicals on yourself can be very painful. If you should accidentally spill chemicals on yourself, immediately wash the area with water. Report the spill to your instructor.
I think enough with this video. So you see, the lab safety rules are so important. Okay, you can't just make them like it's okay. We can have other things to do. Okay, you can't just do that. Okay, after the lab safety rules, we have some common symbols of the hazardous chemical when you enter in the lab. If you see the symbols like this, you should be well aware of that you are not going to take that chemical anyway. Okay, and you are going to handle it in very careful manner. So we have to identify the special symbols, and then we'll ingest different type of hazardous substances, and we'll learn the proper handling of those substances. Okay, so here are some symbols that you have to keep in mind. You can find out this table in your book, page number 7. So if you see the symbol like this, it means that the substance can catch fire. So you have to be away from the fire or heat. If a substance is like this, it means the substance is very, very corrosive. Corrosive means if you have the direct contact with the substance, your skin is going to be burned. It's like acid. Okay, so you can't just take it with the bare hand without gloves, and you can't just spill it off on your hand. If you see this symbol like this, it means it's poisonous. You can't just eat or drink or taste this poisonous substance, otherwise you're going to be very sick. Okay, and if there is a cross symbol, it means it's very irritating, so you just avoid smelling it, inhaling it, otherwise you are going to have a serious damage. Okay, so be aware of the substances and be aware of the symbols that are used. So here is another video for you. Let me just show this video to you. Okay, so here's the video. You have to be very well aware of the hazardous substance, okay? Because this can be injurious to you.
Hazardous chemicals. They can be found practically everywhere on the job site and in many commonly used products. There are several different types of chemical hazards. There are toxic chemicals that can have a poisonous effect on a person. There are carcinogenic chemicals believed to cause cancer after exposure. There are corrosive chemicals causing visible destruction, alteration. There are irritants, chemicals causing inflammatory and sensitizers, chemicals causing allergic reaction in tissues. There are also flammable liquids that emit vapors that may catch fire.
Okay, I'm just making it forward because I just want to see you the symbols of the hazardous chemicals.
Precautionary statements like do not eat, drink, smoke, burn. And
Okay, if you see the
address
symbols like this, you just don't eat, drink, or smoke.
to work to ensure that all containers is job safe. So you know exactly a battered or old label might be hard to read. If this is the case, make sure
Okay,
to replace
I think enough. With the video, you just need to talk about the symbols. The symbols should be there. Let's just get to the next slide. Okay, so the last topic of this chapter is laboratory apparatus, because we are talking about the laboratory. Before going to laboratory, we talked about the rules, and now we are in the laboratory. So we just see the symbols of the hazardous chemicals, and we are going to see the apparatus as well. Once we are back in school, we'll visit the laboratory and we'll see the hazardous chemical symbols, and we'll see the apparatus. Laboratory apparatus, the common laboratory apparatus as well. So we will name some common laboratory apparatus. We'll draw some different diagrams and what purpose we are going to use it for laboratory apparatus. Okay. So you can find out this on page number 9 in your book. Okay, so there are different laboratory apparatus. You have to draw the diagram of the laboratory apparatus. You just can use this line diagrams for that. Okay, the line diagrams, that will be very easy for you to draw. Okay, make neat and tidy diagrams on your notebooks or the sheets, loose sheets you are going to use for your homework assignment. Okay, so we have different type of apparatus in the laboratory having different uses. For example, a test tube. Test tube is used to contain or heat small amount of substances, as shown in the video that Style was using the test tube to heat some chemical, right? Graduated cylinder. The cylinder measured the volume of the liquid. You just measure the volume. Okay, I just need 500 ml of the liquid, so I can use a graduated cylinder to measure that volume, because I don't have an idea about what 500 ml water is look like. Okay, so we have conical flask. Conical flask is used to collecting liquids. We have pipette, burette. We can measure the volume of the liquid with burette. We have some crucible, so we can heat the solids in the crucible. We have tripod stand, which we can use for heating the chemical to get the burner. Okay, and we have evaporating dish. So yeah, word evaporation is conveying the meaning of it, that evaporating dish is going to evaporate some substances. Okay, so I have a video on the chemical and other stuff. You have to watch the video, okay, and you have to see the other chemical apparatus that are going to use in the laboratory. And lastly, as usual, you have your homework assignment to do with these lectures. You have to review question number 5, 6, and 7. You can draw the diagram on the blank page of the journal, or if you are using blue sheet, just use the blank white paper and place the diagram on your blue sheets. Okay, just draw the diagram on the line pages. Okay, fine. When you are going to talk about the safety rules and procedures, you have to write in the bullet points to make tiny little bullet point. And when you are going to write about the uses, you don't need to write in the bullet point. You can write in the paragraph. I'm also going to upload the chapter number 1 PDF in the resource file. So if student you haven't purchased the book or you didn't find out the book, you can have the book in the resource file. Not book, but the chapter. I'll upload chapter wise, topics wise, and chapter wise pages of the book in the resource file, so you can find out the chapter in that resource file, and you can prepare your homework assignments, and you can prepare your lessons as well. Okay. See you in the next lecture. Stay safe. Good luck. Allah Hafiz.